I'm ready though.
Salud.
Saludcita. Let's go, baby. ¿Qué onda, mi Cesar? ¿Cómo estás, güey?
Bien.
Get that freaking bright blue Stoke City jersey.
Yeah, goalkeeper jersey. Let's go.
Jersey.
Shout out my Friday league coach, the 7v7 coach. Ese Baby Roque.
El Baby Roque, el famoso Baby Roque. Hell yeah. Do keeper jerseys? I haven't worn many of them. Do they have padding at all or anything?
No, usually they don't. Unless you get like kids versions.
But they should be like a little thicker at least, I would assume.
I guess, but they aren't.
I've
They're
also
like regular.
Like I also would love them to be a little bit thicker, so it's kind of like a little sweater. And then I'd wear them regularly.
Like the one that Newcastle one has this como a little sweater.
Yeah, I think it's a training sweater.
Yeah.
Versus a keeper jersey, I think. But no, that's se ve cabrona, and I got the top of the league jersey.
I had to.
We
had to
are
bring
top of the league. We are top of the league.
Let's go.
Arsenal's at the top of the league. We'll cover it in a bit, but I had to wear it, dog.
I know you did. You just gotta.
I had to show us. I had to do it to him because my other team, Chivas, is not doing it to him, and we'll talk about that. And they play right after this, so we're gonna rush home, wey pa.
A mirar otra masacre.
Fuck, ojalá que no, way, but I don't know. I'm like, how optimistic can I be? But we'll see what Gago has to say about that. But welcome back, folks, to episode 97 of Golsided. We got another jam-packed agenda for you guys. A good amount of top news, random people getting fined in MLS for the dumbest stuff. We'll laugh at that. Some headbutting happening in Italy. Chicharito has some choice words for people. Every league in the world is playing right now. Champions League.
Yeah, that shit was sick this week.
We just finished round of 16, so we're into quarterfinals now. We'll go over that with the draw happening on Friday, and we'll bring it on home with what we're excited about over the weekend. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, folks. In top news, what we want to talk about is it's pretty funny. After the first couple of weeks of MLS, some players are getting fines. They're getting fines for the randomest of things. Some names of these fines: mass confrontation policy, simulation embellishment policy, hands to the face / head / neck of an opponent policy. No mames, way. It sounds like when you're the hall monitor in school and you be making up random things to get people in trouble.
Like that chick in Harry Potter, La de Rosita.
Well,
like she would have all these fines, like all these things you can't do, and then she'd put little.
Oh, Dolores Umbridge, the professor. Yeah,
professor.
for the randomest shit.
I will not lie.
Yeah, Somerito. That's exactly what Don Garber is doing here. He's telling these people, if you breathe the wrong way, no, 10 barros dame.
Y no lo hagas otra vez,
and
cabrón.
Don't even think about breathing like that again. If you look at me funny, otros 10 barros.
Vámonos.
The coach from LAFC got fined a couple weeks ago for being upset about the field conditions in the snowy Real Salt Lake.
What's his name?
Steve Cherundolo.
Steve Cherundolo. Speak up or speak out against MLS because you're going to get fined.
Bruh, for real. Like,
fuck freedom of speech, these MLS.
Yeah, they're like, nah. We're a private company, so me la pelan.
Vámonos.
If you ain't got nothing to say, ni hablen. But no, that's kind of bullshit, dog. Let the people talk. That's how you create villains. That's how you create storylines. That's how you create interest.
Yeah.
Not having interviews where everyone has to watch what they have to say. It's a fucking sporting thing, dog. You're basically the WWE. Like, fuck.
Yeah, and some of these, like, in this link we have, you see the replay of why they got fined, right?
And it's the dumbest
And it's,
shit.
like, super funny. Like, Jordi Alba, like, flicks some dude's back of the neck, and now he's getting fined.
Yeah, let's get into it. So the first one, mass confrontation policy. Orlando City and Manchester and Minnesota United were in violation of this mass confrontation, and that's because they all went up to each other and started pushing each other.
Pushing.
This is stupid.
No punching, no
punching,
kicking,
no
nothing. They were just up there after a heated game. They were just pushing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You see this in every other league, and it can happen at any other game.
Yep.
But now they're getting fined.
Yep. So the entire team got a warning But then the forward from Orlando, Ramiro Enrique, and Minnesota goalkeeper Dane St. Clair, they got fines for it. Can you imagine that, dog? Sometimes most players don't be making that much money.
And they're getting fined.
And you're getting like I'm assuming it's like a $10K fine. It's not $5. It's not like a parking ticket, 150 or something. Next up, New York City FC forward Jovan Mijatovic got fined a undisclosed amount for violating the simulation embellishment policy for faking a foul.
That shit's wild.
Which that one we've seen in other leagues. Liga MX kind of does it, right?
Yeah.
But no, that's a little cray.
It is, and it sucks because on the field, if you do a simulation, you already get
a yellow.
Right, you get taxed, right, which is a yellow. Now you got to play yellow with the rest of the game, and now on top of that, they're gonna get these fines.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, you already got the yellow. I mean, the simulation one, we've seen it in Liga MX. They'll fine you, or I think Chaco Jimenez got like suspended one time for a penalty. This is only going to get worse, folks. Colorado Rapids forward Darren Yapi, he got fined an undisclosed amount for violating the hands to the face, head, neck of an opponent in the 85th minute against RSL. They got into a little bit of a shoving match, and then he goes straight to the face, which we see so often, right?
But it's like, it's not as bad as what it sounds like, right?
No, they're not that bad.
No, it's like for example, Yapi, he just was taking his pointer finger and just brushes it across his cheek. Like, I understand that you want less violence or whatever, but a la misma vez, like, why are you, like, it happens during the game, like, bro, chill.
You're just creating really boring matches and really, like, let them get a little fired up, dog. This is the most adrenaline they have, like, right, they're pushing it, right, and they're trying to win this match, and now they got to think about, oh, can I, like, do this, do that, and it's not even that bad, like, a hand to the face like that. And it shouldn't fall in this, because this is falling under the same category, like if somebody grabs somebody by the throat.
Yeah.
Right, and that's not the same thing. And then lastly, probably the biggest name on here, Jordi Alba has been fined an undisclosed amount for violating the hands to the face and head of neck of the opponent as well. And what do you do? He flicked the guy's back of the head?
Yeah, his neck, the back of the neck.
Jesus.
You just flicked them. Like, you do this at practice even, like, now they're getting fined.
Bro, I swear the refs be doing this to you, like, at halftime on the way to the locker room. Like, this is crazy, man. This is anarchy, folks.
Imagine a little sapecito, yeah. Oh, 10K, I'm gonna.
Bro, for real, sapes aren't even allowed then.
Yeah.
No, bro, they be doing us dirty. No, this is
Such an
wild.
Americanized thing.
Yeah, this is so wild. This is very Mickey Mouse leagued. Yeah. Right? No. Let it be a little PG-13. It doesn't got to be G-rated.
Man, it's soccer, man. Like, just let them play. Stop trying to, like, put constraints on everything and fines now.
That's what the refs there for. If they're in trouble because they did it that bad, give a yellow.
And now we have VAR as well. Like, that's what they're there for, man. Stop with this nonsense, with this bullshit.
Yeah, you're making things way too boring. What's not boring, touching of the face and the head, is happening in Italy. In Italy, Lecce, Italian milk, their coach got fired for headbutting opponent. Now we're talking. Así están buenos, cabrones.
Esto sí no se hace, cabrón.
Football's not gone soft.
No.
I'm just kidding. This coach, he went up to a player after the match, as they always do. And everybody starts pressing each other, right? Hey, ¿qué hiciste over here, over there, right? Tu abuela, que no sé qué, you did this. And he goes up to one of the players from their team and allegedly headbutts him. The other guy goes to the ground and then kind of tries to chase after the coach afterwards. But immediately after the allegations came out, the team fired him.
Yeah.
Like, not even like pending investigation or anything. They're just like, hey, we're already tired of you, dog. Like, mejor ya vete.
This was a perfect excuse for them to fire this coach. They lost that game, right?
Yep.
Italian Lecce against who did they play against?
They played Hellas Verona.
Yeah.
They lost 1-0.
Which is understandable, right? That he got fired. It's like, you don't do this.
Don't be hitting players.
Yeah.
This is the perfect follow-up to the last story, right? Those ones you're touching people and getting fined. This one you're headbutting and getting fired.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be getting fired for full-on headbutting somebody. But on the other end of the spectrum, we think maybe if you're just doing a little sape, do you really need to be finding players?
Yeah. And this is worse as well because it's a coach against a player, right?
Yep.
Coaches shouldn't be doing any of this. You're setting a bad example. It's just shouldn't be done, and it was correct for Leche to fire him. And even if, like, because in the interview he says he doesn't touch him, his head don't touch. But either way, you went for it, right?
I mean, it might be one of those like tope borregos, you know, like where they're both supposed to like butt heads and just like look at each other. You know how they awkwardly look at each other like that. But then the other dude like flopped it, right? Yeah. But at the same time, that's just smart thinking from the other dude, like, right? You don't have to smack the other dude's head. You could fake it and they'll get in trouble. But yeah, it cost homeboy his job, and now he's
jobless.
He's jobless, and we'll see if anybody else hires him after that. I'll tell you one thing: he's got passion.
Yeah, definitely.
That for sure. And lastly, we've talked about lack of physical contact. We've talked about physical contact. Now on more the emotional side of things, the inspirational side, some would say. Other people would say more on the egotistical side of things. But Chicharito's been going viral over the past 24 hours because he came out on some mini TED Talk type thing, little fireside chat. And he got plenty of questions where he can flex all of those Instagram quotes that he probably learned.
Those Tumblr quotes.
Those Tumblr quotes with the backdrop of like Yosemite.
Yeah.
They were, I just saw the snippets, so I didn't even know what they asked him.
Right. Yeah.
But he just kept talking about inspirational things, like we all have it within us to change our lives. If you have a problem in your life, it's up to you to change it. If you think you hate somebody, you actually hate yourself type of vibes.
Yeah, some of these words were kind of like, what are you actually saying? Like, I'm confused as to what you're saying. And others, you're like, all right, well, maybe I can follow that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, like, it makes sense. But a lot of people on Twitter are taking it to out of context and saying, yo, this man is just over his head. Like, I can't believe the locker room at Chivas hears this man like 24/7. I couldn't hear him just in this snippet. Like,
which is a little bit harsh, honestly.
It's really harsh. And like, you're the one that mentioned that you were like, if anybody can talk like that, it's probably Chicharito.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Mexico has had two strikers in their history that have gone over the moon with accolades.
Yeah,
Hugo Sanchez, Chicharito. Before Chicharito went down on this like inspirational hiatus of just talking about inspirational things, Hugo Sanchez literally gets called Ego Sanchez.
Yeah,
because all he does is talk about his greatest times at Madrid, how he should be the coach, how he scored the most chilenas in the history of the world, all these things. And now Chicharito is kind of on a similar path where he's talking about all the things that he did.
I mean, he doesn't talk to it like directly, right?
Not directly, but he's just like, and he also doesn't even say, I did all these things, right? He's just saying, if you are a person having problems, you have the ways to solutions. This is how you do it. It's very inspirational, but it's almost like those fitness motivators on IG.
Yeah.
Right. And do I think he has every right to like talk that way over anybody else in Mexico that's never left Liga MX? Probably.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it probably gets fucking exhausting.
Yeah, I bet you it does. And at the same time, like, man, like, what if you can take some of the words of what he's saying and actually think about why he's saying those things and stop just trying to critique everything he says and put a blanket picture over it and just say, oh, this man's talking nonsense.
It goes back to that, like, el peor amigo de un mexicano es otro mexicano, right? It's kind of like, bro, like, who else is doing it but Chicharito? So maybe he has some right, and then maybe he just says it so much because he's so exhausted of seeing all these fools that, like, don't be trying in the team.
Yeah, and when he was at Manchester United and when he was at Leverkusen around Madrid, he would get criticized all the time. So now he's probably like, yo, like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm going to say my piece, and whether you take my advice or not, that's a whole different story, and I don't care, right?
And then I think a lot of people don't love it because they see it as coming from, like, that Freyfield fool, his, like, ex-mentor or whatever.
Yeah.
So it probably just comes off as cheesy. But then at the end of the day, we have to remind ourselves, like, if anybody's tainted Chicharito's legacy, it's probably just the nonsense and there's like no end to the amount of hate that he's been getting for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? He honestly didn't do anything to tarnish his career playing wise.
No, and like we say, Gio Dos Santos was never this because he would like to party or this and that, right? That's tainting your career.
Yeah.
Or like Carlos Vela saying, yo, I don't want to play with Mexico, and wasted his prime. Like, but Chicharito was always trying to be there, was always trying to, better himself. And, you're talking about the Fruis, like they would have I think it was called the Naked Vlogs. That was just the name of it, but it was the Fruis, Chicharito, his ex-wife, and then one other fella. And, like, you'd see those vlogs, and it'd be like, yo, these guys are real people, like YouTube, and then they have real problems that show their problems that Chicharito was going through at the time when he was injured at West Ham. And you'd be like, yo, like, they're just keeping it real and just showing us, like, what it's like to live like Chicharito.
Totally that. I just keep seeing Freyfield on these, like, cringe-ass TikToks recently. I don't know if he's been like that his whole career. But, like, now he was like in a pool and he was talking about how fat people, it's all your fault. And like,
no, like he's turned like completely like 180. I feel
a little wild, right?
Then, yeah,
a little crazy. He was talking about like if you drink a Coke, you're a piece of shit and all these things. And I was like, fuck my guy, like give people a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Like Chicharito, I feel like is a little bit more reserved version of that. He's just like, if you want to get better, you can. And the other fool is like, if you're not getting better, you're a piece of shit, which is like the other side of that coin.
I feel like Chicharito made that guy blow up because after that, he'd, like in the blogs, they'd show that he was like out doing like TED Talks to like different people.
Yeah.
Like wealthy people as well. So I feel like ever since then, he's gone through a whole different path. Now saying all this random bullshit. It's like, ¿De dónde salió uno y el otro, pues? ¿Qué pasó ahí?
It's what sells, dog, right? He's not going to go viral saying some timid shit, right? But but Chicharito going on the interview, going viral, and all the replies are like, nah, cállate, güey. The locker room, people are blaming the locker room problems on him for this now. And I'm like, también, güey, don't kill the messenger. Like, if he's just trying to, like, tell people, bruh, stop with your bullshit and just focus on the damn game. That's what we're asking everybody to do.
That's what we were expecting him to do, especially.
Alexis, stop with your outside of the fucking game bullshit and just fucking play, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's just so toxic. Like, you can never satisfy everybody. Right?
Can't satisfy everybody, and it's like, it's disappointing. Chicharito's probably just gonna get like shunned for it until he stops,
until he retires,
and then you're just like, bruh, like a fucking hero of the Mexican sport trying to help people out. And now he just gets fucking shut up.
Yeah, that shit's wild. Es una pinche toxicidad.
Neta que sí. Yeah, so we'll see if...
Qué bueno que no le voy a las Chivas.
Neta. We'll see if any of that turns into positivity for Chivas at all. It fucking better, Jesus Christ. All right, let's take it around the leagues, folks. That was it for our top news. We had a whole bunch of Champions League this week. We got out a round of 16s. We have the draw for the quarterfinals on Friday morning.
Let's go.
By the time we wake up, get through our workday, we should know who plays who. Hopefully my Arsenal plays someone papita.
Y no quieren a Real Madrid, okay?
I don't know. Me personally, no. But let's start right off. Barcelona, they defeated Napoli 3-1 in what I thought was a surprising scoreline.
Definitely. I was surprised myself.
4-2 in aggregate. Barcelona's putting in the kids.
17
off.
Dude.
17-year-old Lamine Yamal, a 17-year-old Kubarsi or whatever the center back's name is. Kubarsi, who's been killing it. I think he got player of the match.
He did.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I think he was one of the players that played against America in Texas. And it's like, now he's playing Champions
ya te
League.
crees por jugar contra América.
I'm just saying that they brought him over,
Yeah. And Henry Martin scored against him, no?
Yeah.
Don't forget to mention. Pa que vean a mi Henry. Sí. Could be in Champions.
And now he's playing Champions. Like, that's just wild.
Yeah, he skipped Athletic. I was talking to a coworker about it. I was like, hey, they're assholes. These 17-year-olds, they don't even get to go through Rafa Marquez. Oh, my boy, out. Que tengo un equipazo. No, because Lamine Yamal doesn't make it Athletic. He's U19s, U18s, and then he goes straight to the big squad. But yeah, even Fermin Lopez, 20-year-old in there.
The goal scorer, right?
They're getting the results from them. Lewa did score a goal, but who didn't score a goal and who got bodied by that 17-year-old was Osimhen.
Let's go.
I was thinking earlier, I was like, damn, Florentino Perez was probably like, I don't want you anymore.
Maybe he's not our guy.
I don't want you. I got Mbappe.
Because if Cubarsi, 17-year-old, is blocking him, marking him, ¿para qué lo quiero?
Yeah, and you need him to, like, you think the biggest test is, can you beat up the team that we most need to beat up?
Yeah.
Right? And then you go up against them, and they have a 17-year-old kid. You're expected to wreck them, right? And then that makes them have the confidence. Okay, if you come to our team, you're going to do the same thing. But I don't know. Kvaratskhelia had a good game.
Yeah, he was probably one of the only ones that had a decent game. Yeah, and then Gundogan in there, Araujo. Did you see him get all bloody?
Ronald?
Yeah.
No. He crashed heads now or something?
Yeah, le salió sangre. And
rumors that Barcelona want to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think the price tag is $100 million though. Like,
yeah,
that shit's low key wild.
Barcelona's just like, please. Porfis.
25 years old. I can definitely see him somewhere in like the Premier League because he's just a physical monster,
big physical man who did play at Athletic.
Yeah,
was playing at Athletic. But yeah, the kids are paying off for Barcelona, and this is what it is, right? You suffer with the kids for a bit. Arsenal did this pretty similarly, and then they end up paying off. You can sell them. You can build an amazing squad around them. Maybe you can have another generation like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets.
Yeah, that shit's wild if you think about it.
But that's what Barcelona needs right now, right? They're doing the right process because next year, Real Madrid's going to have Mbappe. They're going to have Alphonso Davies.
And whoever else they bring in.
And
right?
you're not going to have the money to get anything.
No.
So you have to have these kids.
Yeah, I think it was a good gamble by Xavi for letting the kids play.
He's not going to be here next year.
Va a estar dura la cosa, man.
And he's setting up another coach.
Dude.
It's not going to be him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barcelona moves on. Arsenal also moves on. They beat Porto 1-0 and then 5-3 in penalties. David Raya, the hero of the match, had a very good match and then stops 2 PKs from Porto.
Yeah, man's been doubted so long, especially by me, but now he came
He's
through
showing up. Under the 3 posts, he's killing it lately. And then we all know his foot game, right? That he's so good out of the back. And now even in penalties, showing up.
And your Trossard keeps producing goals. He's coming up.
My agenda.
Híjole.
Pushing my agenda, baby. Let's go, Trossard. Even Havertz is working out, though.
Yeah.
At least involvement in good play, and then in league he scores.
Your star boy coming through in the PKs también.
Dude, his like kick form is beautiful to watch. Watch him kick the penalty, and it's what he does when he cuts and kicks. But like the follow through on the ball, like looks so smooth, and it goes so hard. Like
yeah, I was surprised by his PK, to be honest.
Yeah, dude.
Pinche Diego Costa, that's his name, no?
The other keeper, Diogo
Costa. Guessed the wrong way every single time. Was bamboozled. No hizo nada los PKs.
That's interesting though, because I noticed this was the first one that went to PKs this week, and while they're waiting, getting ready for PKs, each of the players, the keepers, went, which is new to me in recent years, and they sit with like a special coach, the balón parado probably, and they go over the players.
Oh shit!
So I wasn't seeing them with the water bottle with the by play, or what are they going to kick it like they did a couple years ago? Maybe it's illegal now, but I did see them sit with their coach, and then they just go down the list, boom, 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 and then it's a memory game. Can you remember when you get over there? What did my coach say about Saka? Oh fuck, this way, right? But for him to get every single one wrong, my guy, no hiciste tu tarea, didn't do his homework.
Pues no, pero pues maybe next year.
But with that, the last Portuguese team is out, right? Yeah, with that, the last Portuguese team is out, and Arsenal moves on to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2010.
Pero tú dijiste, that's good. Yeah. ¿Para qué se le quita? Pero tú dijiste hace rato, un equipo papita. But now we're in the quarterfinals. ¿Quién es un equipo papita?
We'll go over that in a second. We'll see who else is left. Today, we had a couple matches. Atletico Madrid, they beat Inter. They were down 2-0 aggregate, and they came back, scored 2, and then in penalties también, they won.
Los de Diego Simeone.
Penalties, it was 3-2.
Yeah.
Because the keeper were coming out, dude. They were showing up.
Puro pinche Llano Block.
Llano Block showed up for sure. And then Lautaro Martinez just completely skied it.
Yeah. Pinche way. He leaned back too much. Vámonos to the moon.
And, I mean, he's been killing it in league, but, like, you're still a meme, dog, if you don't show up in the big moments like that.
Yeah. He's probably the player with the most value in Inter right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're a top player in Europe, I would say you have to show up.
Bro, I was calling them out as frauds because, like, low-key...
Who's frauds? Inter?
Yeah. How are you going to, like, I mean, you were going to expose at a certain point. You got Mkhitaryan in the mid starting.
Yeah.
You got Alexis Sanchez coming in.
As a sub. 37.
Dios mío.
You got
Like,
Chananoglu, who's also up in his 30s.
yeah, but that dude's a baller. He's 30. I really like him, though, but I don't know. Like, it's not looking great. I mean, you don't have Lukaku anymore, thank God. But yeah, I was expecting them to get exposed at a certain point, and yeah, they don't even get to move on to quarterfinals.
Yeah, they're still top of the league in Serie A, but
By like 15, so they're chilling. They're chilling.
But you expected the second place of last season's Champions League to make it at least to quarterfinals.
I don't even know how they did that, honestly.
I don't know either, but I mean, they did have the keeper, and then they had Lukaku.
They had Onana.
Onana, yeah.
Who now you hate, so the get the asses, okay?
It's because he's a meme at Manchester United. It's a little different.
But he was a baller over there when needed. The last match was Dortmund versus PSV Eindhoven, and Dortmund won 2-0, a little easy. CONCACAF FC just couldn't keep up.
Jadon Sancho is living his dream right now at Dortmund.
For real? I was like, really?
He fucking hates Manchester United, but goes over to Germany. He's living life.
I was like, him and Royce scoring, are we like 5 years ago? Or what the hell happened?
It's like, when's Gio Reyna coming in? Oh, wait.
Yeah, he's not there anymore. No. But no, that's wild. 2-0. Yeah, PSV couldn't come back. Somebody in the Discord mentioned that Chucky Lozano was cooking, and then I looked and he wasn't doing anything. And I was like, oh, typical Chucky. Like,
he came in at the 46th, and then Ricardo Pepe came in at the 82nd.
No.
It's like they don't have game changers, but, it's PSV.
They do have them for league, right? Yeah. That's why they're killing it there, similar to Inter. But Champions League is a whole different ball game. And it's kind of crazy. I feel like Dortmund slept on.
Yeah,
they're not doing that great in league anymore, right? They're not really in the talks anymore with Leverkusen killing it now. But they're like, hey, we're still here, top 8 in Champions League. What's good?
Yeah.
This is where the money's at, and we're making it.
Yeah, and then at home, they're completely, like, they shut out. They have that Borussia wall, the yellow wall. Like, they're a whole different beast at home.
And, I mean, it's interesting because they also got the old head, Mats Hummels, back there at 35 years old. Emre-Can.
Alanis, you mean?
30 years old. Alanis for real, huh? But Sule,
dude,
the heaviest defender in the world. Jesus Christ. So it's interesting how some of these teams make it through, but they're working their way through.
Grant también.
And just to answer your question, we got 8 left now, right?
A ver, ahora sí, dime.
We do still have some papitas. I'm just going to tell you right now.
No, you don't, bro. Who?
Dortmund is papita.
Dortmund. You just said they're slept on.
They're slept on, like that people forgot that they made it all the way there. But if I'm Arsenal, let's talk my team and then we'll talk your team. If I'm Arsenal, I will take Barcelona. I'll take Dortmund. I'll take Atletico Madrid. Whoever pulls those, I think, out of the teams that are left, whoever pulls those, I think, has the easiest way in.
I think your easier way should be PSG.
PSG, I think they haven't gotten tested because they've Real Sociedad's not that bad, but Mbappe's playing lights out, dog.
But yeah, but you got
there might be a moment where
White.
Oh Jesus Christ, Kiwior will catch him. Yeah, wait, no, mom is all 7 foot of Kiwior. No, I mean there might come a point where Mbappe's like, yeah, I would love for us to win Champions League. I'll make hella money. But, like, I can't get injured for Real Madrid. No, I don't know. Maybe that gets taken into account. If he plays Real Madrid and Florentino Perez is like, hey, déjate, lastímate, pide cambio.
I'm dead.
Hey.
Hey, go back to the stand on the
Yeah, go. Yeah, your mom's up there. Go. No, but Barcelona, I think Arsenal can take on easy. Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, I think those are good. So those are what I'm hoping for.
The only one I give you is Barcelona.
But
the other two are going to be tough.
Damn, that's your squad too. Damn.
Barcelona's, you're playing 17-year-olds. Yeah, they beat Napoli, but Napoli's been doing shit this whole season.
Yeah, and
it's like, let's be realistic, right?
One of my things that I was thinking is you can get a player to expose those kids, but Osimhen got bodied by that 17-year-old, so maybe they do got something back there with him. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see City. I wouldn't want to see elimination Real Madrid, Champions League Real Madrid, or PSG, Bayern tampoco.
Bayern, yeah.
But Bayern, I think would be a tough one that out of the tough ones that I would like because Arsenal is used to Harry Kane. I think they could do it.
Okay.
Yep. Who do you want Barcelona? Give me like two teams.
El que se me ponga, no le hace, no tenemos nada que perder.
Vamos a perder de todo modo.
I expected them to go out this round, but hey, todos ganancia de aquí en adelante.
Like we made it out of the groups. It's all money from here.
Yeah, no, but who I would want them to play is I don't know, probably PSG. I don't think PSG's like too tough of a squad.
Ni hables, cabrón, porque luego Mbappe los va a poner en pinche coffin.
Dame pinche Arsenal, chinga su madre.
Fuck. All right. If it's Barcelona, Arsenal will do it bad. A ver qué pues. All right, folks, let's move it on to the leagues now. We got the Premier League and the EPL. Arsenal is top of the league, like we said. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. They beat Brentford 2-1. Aaron Ramsdale almost ruined it for us and ruined his whole career. He tried to come out the back playing, and his ADHD kicked in, and he forgot where he was.
No manches.
And then he kicked the ball way too late. And who was it? Wisa, or was Wisa? No, that was pushing on him. Yeah. And then he got a deflection right into goal.
He slid.
Typical Ramsdale goal, dude. Like, pay attention. They're telling you.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, the way, if you see the play, it looks like he's going to look for somebody in the middle. There's nobody there by the time he goes over to the right and pick up a player. And
too slow, though. Kick. Too slow.
Vámonos. Should have just.
There's no excuse. It is too slow. Una magia. Somebody in the Discord was like, do a Cruyff turn. I was like, my guy. Apenas puede con el balón.
Apenas puede con su alma, güey.
And you wanted to do a Cruyff turn. Yeah, let me just simply do a Cruyff turn. No, but like, that's the little things, right? Raya if you probably put them side by side like their tape, he probably does it in half the time and just one touch out, boom, or like 1.5 touch, facilito, right? And that's why Arteta knows something that we don't, honestly. But yeah, Arsenal thankfully was able to get back into it, and they got the win to take it on home.
Very tight. Yeah, Brentford is slipping down towards the bottom of the table, so we'll see how far they.
One of their better games, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, not good.
Pero no vale porque de todos perdieron.
De todos modos, yeah. But Havertz scoring, like we said, all of a sudden waking up at the perfect time because we need him in Champions League.
It's like all of a sudden Arsenal is like, all right, starting to believe in themselves again.
Yeah, and the good thing is they're hopefully going to get Jurrien Timber back. They get Tomiyasu back. If that back line can get a little bit more depth. And
Gabriel Jesus is coming.
Gabriel Jesus is there, but he's like not in form.
Yeah.
And they're kind of making it work more with Havertz, interesting enough. But hopefully they can get some answers. As long as they keep scoring, they'll keep moving. Manchester City draws versus Liverpool is the reason why Arsenal is at the top of the league. Nice, tight little match.
Yeah.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah.
A penalty gave Liverpool their goal. And then a no call on the penalty last minute.
Yeah.
Doku went a little too high up with his foot and hit McAllister también, right?
Sí.
McAllister went chest up and took a cleat right to the chest. I, for one, don't think it was that bad. What do you think? Was it a pen?
Bruh.
You think it was a pen?
It was a pen.
I don't know. I give a little bit of benefit to the doubt to the nerds behind screens that saw it for like a good 2 minutes. If you watch it, it kind of seems like, yeah, it's high, but it como que tilts the leg a little bit. So I don't know. I'm not fully convinced that it was like blatant yes penalty.
Yeah, some of the reasoning was that he hit the ball first. But
he did get ball.
My counter to that is your foot or your boot is up in the air. That endangers the safety of the other player.
But is that foul or is that juego peligroso?
Sería... Ahí sí es donde no sé.
Juego peligroso, balón parado, two touch.
I think it should have been a penalty.
So foul.
It's a foul.
Not in danger. Not juego peligroso.
No.
Damn.
How can you keep your boot so high up and say, "Oh, play on"?
That's why I'm saying,
it's to the chest.
I think there's a little piece to it where like he might have tried to tilt it after touching. If you see the effort of him trying to move it after a touch, then maybe you give the benefit of the doubt and you're like, all right, like dangerous play, yeah, but like Loki got the ball and hit him afterwards, didn't go fully studs up, maybe. But I can see a juego peligroso, just a nice little compromise, right? Maybe the ref should have done that. You know what? Not foul, juego peligroso, 2 touch. Good luck. Try to score 2 touches.
Yeah.
But no, it didn't do anything.
Which was the worst option.
Yeah, low key, kind of, yeah. Not even good for the drama, but yeah, good for me.
No, pues sí.
Arsenal gets to move to the top of the league. But yeah, all Liverpool fans were up in flames.
But did you see that Haaland against Virgil van Dijk play?
The breakaway.
Yeah. What did you think of?
We were together, no?
Yeah. And we were here.
Yeah, that was epic, dude.
Dude, that was so sick.
That legit looked like Voldemort fighting Harry Potter a little bit. Yeah.
It was sick, dude.
Haaland got a beautiful little bounce to him, and he was wide open in the middle of the field, and the only person between him and the goal was Virgil van Dijk. And it was literally like a fucking scene out of like Gladiator.
Dude, it was so sick. It was like, it's ingrained in my head. Like I saw it like 4 days ago, and then I kept watching it. And it's like, here comes Haaland. Like even the commentators was making it more epic. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, literally, he was like, Juan Manuel Marquez versus Manny Pacquiao. Let's go. No, dude, full speed at him. And Van Dijk was like, vámonos, papa. Vámonos, agárrate.
Yeah.
And he tries to turn him off balance, right? Van Dijk turns with him good. Kind of stumbles a little bit to get back when he turns back. But he stays with him. Haaland gets a good shot, but Van Dijk gets a hand to the body, which is the most... Honestly, the forward knows where they're going, and that's the most you can do as a defender.
Yeah. But
the hand to the body, tilt him back a little bit, and he doesn't get a clean shot.
Yeah, no beautiful. Powerful shot straight to the goalie. It was beautiful defending by Virgil van Dijk, and it's just so interesting watching Virgil van Dijk because it's almost like he turns his back and like completely looks like over his shoulder to see where Haaland is.
The luxury that he has is he's just as fast as a lot of the forwards, and he's twice as strong as all those forwards.
Yeah.
So, like, there's so many plays where it looks like he's going, like he's not going full pace, but he's keeping up with them, like, low to the ground, right? Just like he moves his hand a lot like this. And you're just like, Dios mío, way. Right up.
Picasso.
Yeah, dude. Or teach a class on how to do this, my guy.
Dude.
Killer. What else can you ask for? He's at a top level again, Van Dijk.
Definitely.
Let's move it on to Chelsea. They beat Newcastle, your Newcastle, 3-2. I thought it was 3-1 because I turned it off. I was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah. But they got one.
I turned it off as well.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was pissed, bro. I was like, no manches, güey. ¿Cómo vas a perder contra
Chelsea?
Contra Chelsea.
Chelsea, dude. No.
I know. A bunch of kids. What's his? Cole Palmer scores on us. Like, bruh.
Did you see the awkward interview afterwards?
I did not. But I did see it on Twitter. I just didn't click on it.
Palmer went over to the Peacock people, and there was some, I don't know what footballer was the next English footballer, and he started saying, he said, you can't say this, but I'll say it for you. You need better players around you.
Ooh.
It was almost like the Osvaldo Sanchez to Lainez interview, remember, where he's like, fuiste un fracaso en Europa, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, what do you want him to say? And he's like, if you had better players around you, this whole system would be better and blah, 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 blah. And I know you can't say it, but I'll say it right here. Like, you need more investments around you or something. And he was just like, oh, well, I think my team's doing great. And it was so awkward.
Dude, I would have left the interview, dude.
Yeah, he was just
like, what the fuck is this?
He's like 20 years old. I mean, right? He's a kid, and he was just like, they're awkward.
Yeah, poor kid. If I were Chelsea, I'd not want that fool in Stamford Bridge grounds ever again, bro.
No,
Get my mask on this.
Get out of there. A question for you, Cesar. Newcastle, struggling. Are they going to make top 6?
It's going to be really hard. They're, what, 8th right now?
They are 10th.
No manches.
But with one win, they could jump all the way to 7th.
Top 6 is going to be a tough. I want them, but I think they'll probably go to 7th if they move up.
Damn, that's non-European spots.
No, it's not, unfortunately. But we need more investments. We only spent like 140-something million this year.
Only.
You guys spent like 200 and something way.
Yeah, but we're first.
Okay, okay. Entonces maybe we need to spend close to 200 también in the next window.
And then we'll cook. Then you'll
let
us
cook
a little something.
But yeah, it's going to be really hard for Newcastle to move up spots. They still got City to play.
Yeah,
so it's going to be rough.
Whenever you have City up next, it's just a no, honestly. Just one thing that I wanted to call out today, being Wednesday, we did have a match. We had Luton Town versus Bournemouth today. Bournemouth's not doing too bad, but Luton's at the very bottom in relegation. But Luton Town was up, what, 2-0, 3-0?
3-0 at the half.
3-0 at the half. And that was putting them out of relegation above Nottingham Forest, who they played this next weekend. We were all ready for it. Give us some excitement at the bottom. And then they allowed Bournemouth to make an amazing comeback and win 4-3.
Jesus Christ.
An 83rd minute goal.
At halftime, I remember thinking, Luton's got it. Like, I don't see Bournemouth coming back. Like, how can they score 4?
And they turned it on. They did exactly that.
And holy shit, they put 3 away in like, what, 20 minutes? 15 minutes?
Yeah, 50th goal, 50th minute, 62, 64, 83. Yeah. Within 15 minutes, they scored 3, and then they just won for good measure in the 83rd. They're like, give me those 3 points.
And then I lost my FPL.
And then you lost. I won because of the Solanke goal. So I was happy, and I'm top of the league there too, baby.
Mamas. No, pero pinche Lutoncitos, they need to pick it up. They still can save themselves.
They have a direct chance this weekend. If they beat Nottingham Forest is right outside, and with goal differential, they can get themselves out.
Yeah, and then Everton is right up there as well. They have 25 points, so it'll be close. Brentford, same thing.
Make it good. Luton Town win this weekend.
Get to the last final match day and like que se decida todo.
For real, make it fun. That's enough of Premier League. Let's move it on to. We didn't have anything for La Liga, no. Oh shit!
No, La Liga's fucking boring.
Yeah, we're skipping La Liga today because nothing happened there. In Germany, Bayern Munich scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion over Mainz, 8-1. You know what's wild when 2 players have hat tricks?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That shit's crazy.
That's like admirable. Harry Kane and Leon Goretzka
with the hattie.
That's crazy. A mid too.
Yeah,
Goretzka's like a pure center mid, like not even your 10.
Mainz forgot they were playing. They were just like, they scored 4.
They got 1 in the La Honra.
Sí, pero yeah, even Musiala scored. There's been rumors that he's not going to sign another contract extension with Bayern Munich. So we'll see where he goes. Where do you see him going?
He's ex-academy of Chelsea.
Oof.
And he's part British, I believe, but plays for Germany, right? I can see him going back to a EPL squad.
Imagine he goes back to Chelsea.
I mean, they have the money for it.
Dude.
Do I think a person of his player of his caliber from Bayern would go to Chelsea? I don't think so. I think like City will snipe him.
Damn, that's
adding him to just that full mid. I don't see an Arsenal getting him. I wish an Arsenal would get him, but I don't see it.
I see a Newcastle getting them.
Newcastle,
they got the money.
They need to finish better because he probably wants European play.
Yeah, true.
I can see Liverpool maybe.
Yeah,
Liverpool's
a good
City,
shout.
And I would love to see Arsenal, but I see it a little bit tough. But I think it has to be a European squad.
Damn, who else in Europe other than EPL?
In Europe? No, I think he'll go to EPL because of his history there. Probably got fam back home too.
True.
Go visit them in London. Leverkusen keeps firing on all cylinders. They beat Wolfsburg 2-0.
Yeah, and they're still undefeated.
Vámonos.
This whole season, that's just crazy.
That's what we wanted, though. And then in the Pokal, in the tournament that they got going on, they had the quarterfinals, the last leg of the quarterfinals. Saarbrücken de nuestros corazones.
Vamos.
They beat their third Bundesliga side team.
Let's go. In the 90+ something, they got the 2-1 against Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yep. They got the homeboy Brunker, who I mentioned on one of our TikToks, I believe, that looks kind of like Fulkrog with like Mario Gomez. 29-year-old striker, and honestly, I think an MLS squad should pick him up. This guy's a monster, 6'2", 29-year-old, and his market value $250K.
Yeah, 10 goals, 1 assist this season in the third tier. They're mid-table.
I don't get that.
I don't either.
Like, how are you beating Bayern and all these teams, and then you're probably having trouble with the local bread makers in the third division?
No manches.
Like, Jesus.
I'm dead. But yeah, he used to be from Freiburg, but now he's third tier. Yeah.
MLS, come and knocking.
Vámonos.
Earthquakes, let's go.
Let him win the Pokal first, and then maybe he'll start go up.
No, y los hace muy caro.
Para los Quakes, sí, pero para los demás, no.
For real, huh? In Italy, we got not much excitement at the top of the league because Inter, as we mentioned, is like 15 points clear. But Salernitana, a little sad note for us, they lost 4-2 versus Cagliari. And Ochoa reached an amazing milestone. 1,000 goals scored on himself.
Damn. Half of those with America.
Yeah, over half.
540 something with
Makes sense. He's been there the longest, right? He was there for a long time. He played against an amazing Chivas who would score amazing golazos on.
True. Hector Reynoso.
That Hector Reynoso banger.
I saw it live, and I always remember that shit.
Los Chicotazos were on him.
No, they weren't. Were they?
Yeah, they were. And then, I mean, all the goals that he got scored on in the World Cup with Mexico, the 7-0.
Ajaxio, the Malaga.
Ajaxio, I swear he was like breaking records per season. Yeah. No? Like most goals scored on.
Yeah.
But
shit was rough.
He's had a rough go, but he hasn't been put in the best of situations.
No, ever since he left America, yeah.
Like there were rumors what like Inter wanted him or something pretty recently.
Inter. But when he was at Ajaxio, right before that, what was it, 2014 World Cup? So he was at Ajaxio, and then he went to the World Cup. And then that following, when he was going to come back, he was supposed to sign for PSG. But that's when the whole Clembuterol came out.
Yeah, right. PSG.
And they didn't want it. No, en serio. He's talked about it before.
Hasta yo hablo, güey, que me quería el Tecos.
He had that amazing game against Ibrahimovic and that PSG.
Yeah.
Against Cavani.
I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Lo que se pudo hacer, lo que no se hizo. Pero lo que sí se hizo fueron 1,000 goles.
1,000 goles al señor.
Yeah, that's a crazy mark.
Should he retire?
Retired,
or should he come to the MLS, go back to Mexico?
I think he should keep playing. I think Jimmy needs to really reevaluate what am I doing with the future of the goalkeeping spot. Himself, if he enjoys the game, it sounds like he likes Europe. Yeah. Just keep going to regular teams in whatever teams in Europe. But maybe do yourself a favor and try to find a mid-table team with a good defense.
Yeah.
Come on.
You should go to Como, that
second division team. Yeah, I mean, maybe go second division, but I feel like his pride will keep him in the first division somewhere.
There's no way he's gonna get another contract in Italy.
No, go back to France.
First tier team. No,
yeah,
no
I think you can do it. But
we'll see.
Yeah, in the Netherlands, Feyenoord won 3-0. They're still a mile away from PSV, but Santi Jimenez is back on track.
Let's go. 3 goals in 4 games for Santi Jimenez. Tanto ya va calentando motores que he's also playing rock, paper, scissors on the field for a free kick.
Paixão scored it, no?
He did score it.
He won, and
it's like, all right, you lost, you're all salty, but then your buddy scores.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now you're never going to shoot one because he just scored one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while. All right, let's bring it to CONCACAF, folks. The Champions League was popping this week. Not a single MLS team beat Liga MX. and Twitter was on fire because
Literally.
people were saying, "Ira, see what happens if Leagues Cup were to be played also in Mexico." Makes a little bit of sense. When
Makes
you
a
have to
lot of
travel, it's rough on the body. It's tough on your body. It's tough on everything. You have less training time, less rest time, less everything, right? And imagine how rowdy Liga MX fans are, how they were. The Pachuca Stadium was full. The Tigres Stadium, El Volcán, was popping,
Yeah.
right? It's a tough, it's a hostile environments that you're going into, and they did not come out alive. Pachuca won 6-0 versus Philly.
A Philly team who was just in the MLS Cup a couple seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, right?
2 seasons ago. Last season, they made it into playoffs. They got eliminated pretty early, but they're regularly very solid.
Very strong team.
They have a couple of like superstar MLS stars on the team in Gazdag and Kai Wagner. But no, even with all those players, they got smacked in the mouth.
And it's not even like a 1-2-3-0. It was 6-0.
And it could have been more.
Yeah.
Pachuca was low-key just toying with them, dude. Como si nada. Like easy goals. Some of the goals were embarrassing. Like, touch. Cut back. Vámonos acá. Solomon Rondon had them like his children. It was crazy. He scored a hat trick, with one with the bloody nose, too, because he got hit in the face.
34-year-old Solomon Rondon. Like,
he's 6'2", man. I mean, who's gonna stop him? None of those center backs are gonna stop him.
With the Hattie, let's go. And then the young kids, right? Like, you still have Pachuca full of young kids of Brian Gonzalez, who's 20 years old, or Rodriguez, who's also a left back. Miguel Rodriguez, 20
Alan
years
Bautista off of the bench with another goal, who we're saying is like the superstar kid in the making off of the bench for Pachuca.
21-year-old. Elias Montiel, also 18 years old. Like,
just turned 18 too. Crazy.
These youngsters are putting it on for them.
Yeah. And for Pachuca, it's similar to what we were talking about with Barcelona, similar to what we were talking about with Arsenal. You give these kids the confidence. Yeah, last year they didn't make playoffs.
They were terrible last year.
And they were terrible, but you watch the games and you see Montiel, who was a regular starter. You see the future, the possibility. And then you have a coach like Almada who trusts them. The ownership trusts in him.
Yeah.
Hey, if you suck, I know in a year or two we're going to be better. And look at them now. They're close to the top of the league in the MX, and they're smacking amazing teams from MLS.
Yeah, and they smacked America. It's the only loss America has in league. It's like Pachuca's the real deal right now.
Yep. Another real deal, Tigres. They beat Orlando 4-2. The only 2 goals that an MLS side scored this whole round versus Liga MX. Just a fun fact, Tigres is the only team that from Liga MX that Orlando has ever played against. Because Orlando's kind of a new side, and last season they were in CONCACAF Champions Cup, but they played Tigres too. Yeah. They got eliminated by Tigres.
I remember that one.
But yeah, they lost 4-2. Pretty easy. All the Tigres players were on the bench laughing it up towards the end of the game. Marcelo Flores has been turning it on. Even against America, I thought he was doing well. We'll talk about it in a second, but then he just had to miss a sitter. Yeah. But yeah, Cordova had an amazing goal too. This Tigres showed up at their home like we always expect them to, and Orlando got sent packing. And then the last one, the sad one that we see the follow-up to it today, my Chivas got smacked by America 3-0.
Yeah, pretty easily.
A lot of questions being asked of Fernando Gago, right? You don't know, I don't know, I feel like you don't have the complete understanding of what a Clásico is versus America. You're at home in an elimination tournament, so you go 5 in the back, which generally Chivas does not do. You bring in a center mid, Alan Torres, and you put him in the back as the middle of the 3 center backs with Pollo and with Chiquete, and it's just a struggle since the very beginning. You're already giving too much respect to an America team when you're not supposed to be giving them that respect. You're supposed to be saying, "Come take it from me, dog. Like, let's go."
Yeah.
Tú por tú.
I saw that lineup and I was like, bro, what is bro doing?
Like, de puro miedo.
It's like, I'm loving it. I'm an America fan. America's probably loving it too. But you're so timid, so scared. It seems like you don't know what to do. It seems like you don't know the stage you're in, the team you're in, because you're supposed to come out ready for a fight, ready for a scrap, right?
Mm-hmm. At home, too.
Exactly.
3-0 at home. It's wild. This team was not ready to play. They weren't given the tools, the weapons that you need to even hold your own, dude. Like, how are you gonna go with 5 in the back?
You expect Eddie Gutierrez to handle both Jonathan Dos Santos and Fidalgo?
Too much.
Like, he can't do it by himself. Yeah, he's your PSV star que se repatrió, pero like, he can't do it by himself.
Not do it by himself. Then Chicharito just comes on late para dar la vergüenza at that point. Yeah. Cade Cowell comes on way too late. This game had I can see why he went defensive, but it was supposed to have gone one of two ways, right? You hold on for dear life for a 0-0 because you don't have confidence in your team, or you say, I'm going to die with what I got, and you put out the Cowells, you put out the Chicharitos, you put out Piojo Alvarado with Pocho Guzman, with Beltran, with Guti, and you say, bro, this is the best that I got. Let's give it a fucking go, right?
Yeah.
Because honestly, it looks like when you put Wally in backup keeper, you're not Champions League, you're not even traveling, like, put the best players. They could play every 3 games.
Yeah, I'm dead, dude.
What? Get the crees.
And especially goalkeepers.
Dude. So, yeah, and then te comes tres. And now what do? Do you show up to today's Wednesday match with an alternate lineup and just give up because you already didn't believe that they could play every 3 games? So now you got to rest them because you play America again on Saturday?
Yeah. No, I think they're going to come out with everything.
Yeah, they better. You're going to get booed
they better.
in El Akron when you play on Saturday.
Yeah.
They were already getting booed against León.
Yeah, Cade Cowell was getting an earful también.
Yeah, Cade Cowell got booed. And it's just the pressure.
And it's like...
It's what you... Te exigen los de Chivas.
I remember this Chivas having somebody that plays dirty like El Oso Gonzalez.
He's
right?
just gets the job done.
He gets the job done. It's like, why did you not put him in?
Yeah, sometimes you need the players de los caracteres.
Que va a meter pata.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It was just not like put your most defensive out. It was not put your team out para jugarles al tú por tú. It was just like put everybody in the back and just fucking pray almost, dude. Like, it was very bad. It was a bad outing. I think Gago has a lot to answer for. And we'll see what they come out with today. Nobody's expecting them to put up 3 in El Azteca, but they are expecting him to come out con la honra, like to try to do something.
Yeah.
And it's gonna raise even more questions depending on what they do. But yeah, not a good look from Chivas.
Do you think he's on Gago's in the hot seat?
I don't think so because he's Hierro's homie. But I think he should be.
He should be.
You cannot lose. If they lose today, it would be four games in a row total, 2 of them being clásicos. And you cannot go into Saturday with la confianza at the lowest it's ever been and hoping that you get a win. And then if you don't get a win, it's 5 losses in a row, 3 clásicos lost in 10 days. That's crazy.
Streamlined.
I don't think as a coach you could show face after that. If Paunovic left just because like they did so well that they made playoffs that they then fumbled it, then he was like, hey, I tengo vergüenza. I gotta go. This fool, like, what do you do, my guy?
Yeah. But talking about America really quick, I think America they're good, but I think they need a bigger test than I was hoping they had a big test against Tigres, but both of them put alternate squads. I feel like America needs a big test like a Monterrey to like, for America, at least for myself, to feel confident that they're going to make a deep run to go for La Quince or make a deep run in Champions.
We could go right into that in Liga MX. They beat Tigres 2-0. Yeah, to your point, they were both a bit alternate. Nahuel Guzman's out for like 2 months now, injured too. He got injured. But even with these alternate squads, America was flying.
Nahuel Guzman?
Yeah, the keeper.
He played that game.
Yeah, but he didn't play yesterday against.
Okay.
In Champions League.
Yeah.
Champions. He's out for like 2 months. He got surgery on his knee. Even with the alternate squads, America has fucking the new dude from Feyenoord.
Yeah.
Like, and he scored one of the goals by embarrassing Marcelo Flores.
Yeah. Sat him down
which is that fool's not known for defending. So what the fuck's he gonna do, right? But like, túmbalo algo, way, trip him up.
Dilroson.
Dilroson, yeah, he's killer, man.
He's a beast.
Fast.
I feel like after that goal, now we can como va a agarrar confianza.
Ya
I
está
feel like.
agarrando.
So yeah, I'm excited to see him. Sendejas, he was supposed to come in to give Sendejas a bit of a competition, but even Sendejas turned it on right now.
Sendejas scored the 2-0, right?
Lights out. He scored, and then he got an assist that game.
Yeah, Tigres had their chances. They Bruneta hit like 2 off the post.
Yeah,
and then obviously at the end of the game it was over already. But Marcelo Flores missed a sitter. Really good ball by Osiel Herrera. He hit it over. Embarrassing. But he showed up yesterday in Champions League, so the progression of this kid is good. But yeah, like you said, I have a question here. Can this America be stopped? You said you want to see them bigger test.
Yeah.
Monterrey would probably be good. Cruz Azul, I was hearing a lot of people saying they failed that test even though they won because Cruz Azul looked really good against them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see Chivas today. I want to see Chivas Saturday in league. But yeah, I agree with you because this America it's a weird style.
Yeah.
Almost contraataque.
It is, and it's completely different to what they were playing last season, which they were used to having a bit more of the ball, kind of doing that little tiki-taka, just finding spaces. But now it just seems like they're using their wingers.
It's literally what...
Long ball, vámonos.
It's literally what Jardinez did at San Luis with Murillo on them. So maybe Atlas will be the solution because Murillo will just tell the coach, hey, wait, así la hace.
Nada más cuídame aquel y aquel.
Yeah, Murillo will be like, hey, I'll play defense. But no, it's going to be tough, but we'll see. And this America squad does need a big test versus some of the baller teams to see que alguien los agarre, porque si no se van.
Yeah.
But you never know Liga MX because we got playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs is a completely different beast también.
Somebody that we thought was killer, one of the best teams in the league, Cruz Azul, they lost 3-0 versus Santos.
They got embarrassed, I feel like.
They did get embarrassed. Santos, I don't know si es a la mano de Nacho Ambriz, but I'm here for it.
Because Jordan Carrillo had a sick game.
He balled out.
He's balling out. Y lo también even Santi Muñoz.
He scored,
so he got a great game también. It's like, okay, un coach que le está dando confianza, que le están dando mano dura. Now they're doing something, Santos, because he started off the season terribly.
Yeah, and what didn't help Cruz Azul, that dude Wheeler Dita got a red card, the center back.
What the pendejo, bro.
He had just gotten a red card like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3
weeks ago, and then he got suspension, yeah. Y otra vez,
vámonos
a tu casa, cabrón.
Hasta es por 5, cabrón.
Yeah, but I would have been interested to know if Santos would have won if he wouldn't have gotten that red.
Yeah.
But Santos definitely turned it on. That probably is a confidence booster at home, which they've been getting so much hate at home because they've been sucking. But yeah, if Nacho Ambriz can turn around, this Santos might be good.
3 wins in the last 5 games.
Beautiful.
For them.
Venga mi Nacho.
Did you see the Pumas against Tigres game? No, Pumas against Tijuana game.
Oh, yeah, there was 2 red cards?
1 red card, but 2 penalties.
3 penalties, dude. Tijuana tied it with 3 penalties. The Rivera, the Colombian dude. Yeah, the keeper ran into one of the players.
Dude, ese pinche Gonzalez, what a dumbass, dude. He
Julio
went
Gonzalez, yeah.
His knee straight in, like in the back of that fool's head, almost knocked him out. I was like, fuck, dude. No manches.
Which is what a keeper does, right? Knee up, but he went way too close.
But he went way too high and just bien brusco el way.
Yeah, and then their center back, the Pumas, got a red card because he elbowed some fool straight to the face.
Straight to the shit was a nasty, dirty.
It was like a UFC.
Yeah.
Toma cabrón. Dislocated his jaw.
Finisher move. And then that dude fell, and it looked like he was crying, bro. Like howling, bloody nose, and it looks like he was panicking or something.
Bro, I would have been crying too. What the fuck? But yeah, three penalties saved El Piojo Herrera's job, honestly. Because that fool can't catch a break. But I love that Memo Martinez has been scoring. Scored a brace, and he's like second de goleador in La Liga behind Rondon. And I'm like, let's go. Cook it up, dog. Cook.
Holy shit. Leo Suarez. I just remember
he's there.
Went to UNAM. But yeah, Chino Huerta with 3 assists, 2 for Martinez and 1 for Lopez. Guillermo Martinez, been killing it también. Big old tall, unorthodox.
Huge motherfucker.
Center forward, but
well, he's 5'11". Damn, I'm taller than him. What's good?
not much, but he looks taller than what he is.
Yeah, he plays bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Liga MX. They're all short.
Yeah.
The last one that I want to call out, Querétaro versus Pachuca. Querétaro beat them 2-1. I know we were praising Pachuca so much, but they did take an L this weekend. Querétaro's not bad. I think they're in 10th place. Yeah. With 14 points, moving along. So, I mean, they're doing what they can with the resources that they have. But what I wanted to call out, this was the first game with a female ref in the last 10 years.
Bruh.
Like a main ref.
Yeah.
Partido.
Happy for Katia Itzel Garcia.
So kudos to that, man. Yeah, we want to see more of it. She did a good job, right? Nothing's on fire, right? So we need to see that women can do just as good of a job in this. Give them a go. Déjalas.
I'm almost mad that it's been so long, such big of a gap that they had, because they were probably one of the first leagues around the world back in 2004.
Yeah, that were doing it. Yeah,
a women's center ref. Why'd they stop? Chingada madre, they're equally as capable as
exactly.
Men.
At least
bring them.
Like I understand the women's have women ref, right? The men's have men's ref, but we're trying to create equality. We got to mesh that thing in there. At least like one a game week.
Yeah.
Something, right? En un partido.
Las abanderadas, I don't remember her name, but she was abanderada de Atlético San Luis against Necaxa, and she went to the World Cup, and she was abanderada World Cup. Like, hell yeah, more women in the game.
Arriba las mujeres, cabrones. All right, Cesar, let's bring it on home with some games to watch. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Cesar, games to watch. Let's go.
We're going to start off in the FA Cup quarterfinal. We got Manchester City against Newcastle. A little tough job for my Newcastle. They haven't been looking too good lately, but hopefully this is another opportunity for them to turn it on, and then that'll give them confidence in league. Vámonos. In
the Premier League, I also got Luton Town versus Nottingham Forest, a good little battle for the bottom. Luton Town has the opportunity here directly to swap places and get out of relegation if they win. We'll see if they're up for it.
In the championship, we got Ipswich Town against Sheffield Wednesday. Ipswich need a win if they want to keep up with the top 2 squads, which are Leeds and Leicester. And this is for a direct spot to the Premier League. So they need to get through Sheffield Wednesday, who are at the bottom of the relegation zone.
In Serie A, I got Inter Milan versus Napoli. We got last year's champion Napoli, who've been struggling lately, going up against Inter Milan, freshly eliminated from Champions League. We'll see if they can stop this year's favorites from taking it all the way.
We're going to take it to the MLS. We got Sporting KC against our San Jose Earthquakes. San Jose are in urgent need of a win. Their first 3 games have been losses, so they need to go to They need to go to Kansas City and get this win.
And lastly, in Liga MX, I got Chivas versus América in el Super Clásico, but now in La Liga, the last of the 3 matches happening in the past 10 days. We'll see if Fernando Gago's job is at risk. If he doesn't win any of these 3, I honestly think he should be fired.
Oof, hot take.
Hot take, baby. But, I mean, it's the...
Not really, but yeah.
It's lo que se exige en Chivas.
Sí.
Right? All right, folks. We hope you enjoyed that episode. As we always say, please follow us. Join our Discord. We have 230 members now.
Heck yeah, man.
In the Discord, we're popping off. If you guys are tuning in, please leave us a review. That will always help us out. Share us with a friend. Follow us on social media. And we hope that you guys enjoyed the content. We'll have some live content for you guys soon. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.